Welcome to Superstar, a place where you will travel your own road to NFL stardom. Craft your own career, one that could lead to awards, Super Bowl glory, and even a spot in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. But legendary careers must start somewhere, and this is your blank canvas, the humble beginning of an unforgettable journey. Before you take your first snaps, let's see what type of player you're going to be. It starts as one dream, shared across thousands of backyards and practice fields. A dream many will have, but few will realize. It requires sacrifice and perseverance, the will to push your body and your mind to its limits, only to set new ones. There will be obstacles, and alongside them challenges. All are a test of your resolve to see if you truly have what it takes. Every week is another step on the road to stardom, and no two are the same.
From its annual home of Indianapolis, Indiana, it is time for the 2025 NFL Scouting Combine. I'm Kate Scott, so happy to welcome you here for another year alongside someone who went through this event himself as a player. It was a few years ago, but he still remembers it, Mr. Brock Hewitt. And Brock, it is just about time for one of the most important events in the pre-draft process, as these players try to convince all 32 NFL teams that they should be their first-round pick.
And let me just tell you, these guys have prepared as much for today as they did for the most important games of their college careers. We've got our eyes on a lot of the biggest names here. But there is a Heisman Trophy winner on the field, and he's the one we are all very eager to see perform.
He's getting ready, down into his stance, and here we go.
Pretty solid time for him, Kate. Didn't get the oohs and the ahs from the crowd here, but he showed he has NFL speed.
Next up, the all-important test of strength for a future NFLer. It's chest day, baby. Turn on the bench press.
somebody's a regular in that weight room. As those reps went up, eyes got wider. And this is a total that will grab some attention.
Well, every football fan knows this. Explosiveness and agility are so important at every position. And now we're going to see how much he has of both here in the broad jump.
That's a good jump from him. That's in the ballpark of what we all expected. So that's going to check this box off for a whole lot of teams.
All right, it is time for the fastest event of the Combine. It's a showcase of how well you can change direction. It's the 20-yard shuttle.
That is such an excellent mark right there, and there's no doubt that he's got the quickness and the change in direction to thrive on an NFL field.
All right, partner, the traditional drills are done. Now the all-important moment where he can make the throws they're going to need him to on Sundays.
That's called ending your combine strong. He got out there with plenty of confidence, and he backed it up with a very good showing, as every scout in the building was watching him. That's called ending your combine strong. He got out there with plenty of confidence, and he backed it up with a very good showing, as every scout in the building was watching him. That's called ending your combine strong. He got out there with plenty of confidence, and he backed it up with a very good showing.
When that cell phone rings, time stops. It's the single second that years upon years of work have been leading toward, and the conversation that follows ends one chapter of a football life while beginning another.
Welcome.
Welcome back, everyone, to the NFL on EA Sports. We'll pick up the action back in the second quarter. Back for our second quarter, it's Falcons football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Throwing to start this game. Finds the in route complete. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
That's another Falcons first down.
Looking to throw here. Finds him over the middle. Finds a little room there. Gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
That's another Falcons first down.
They'll go play action. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 2nd and 3 now.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Shotgun snap, a get to Robinson. And he's down to almost, oh, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
And the Falcons first down.
Pass play now. Escapes the pocket. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much. It's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. It's caught by Mooney. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Falcons first down.
From the red zone now. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB.
And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a 13-point lead.
I have a little sense, Kate, that equipment manager's...
Falcons ready for their next possession. They're up by 7. Let's see if they choose to rest on that and just go into the locker room. Airing it out to start this drive. Man downfield, and he finds London. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. Pass is good at the 9. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another.
Goal to go, they're passing. On the move, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunky yards here on 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Forced out to his right. This one's caught. And he's gonna be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And they're off to a good start in the preseason, Brock. Seen a lot of players fighting together for the victory.
Let's go. Check go.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw again. And a downfield to the tight end pitch. That's the 2nd time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards.
Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw yet again. We'll get this to Pitts once more. And he'll take this one in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important.
Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. And, Greg, it's the time of year where those veterans know they're going to make the team. They're going to be on the roster for the opener. So when you went through that phase of your career, how did you approach the preseason?
Yeah, certainly different when I was a rookie or really early in my career than I was towards the back end. There's no question. And I think as I got older in the league and a little bit more established, my priorities of what I wanted out of those games, Mike, I think might have changed a little bit, right? I wanted to feel what it was like to get tackled. I wanted to feel what it was like just getting in and out of the huddle, keeping up with the play clock, getting into the operation of the game. It wasn't necessarily about how many catches or trying to make the roster, but it was the next step, preparing myself for the inevitability of a week one playing the full game in a full live environment. So this was the next step. You got practice to get your body right, then you have a couple preseason reps to kind of take that next step, all leading up to being healthy and ready to go come week one of the regular season.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Falcons first down.
Now, faking the give, headed left, buying time. Off he goes. Oh, strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing now on first and 10. That is caught. What a throw. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown and West. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns. Falcons offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Yards. And the Falcons first down.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. Now, deep ball for London. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, but couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
He was defended by Ray Diggs.
They'll look to throw. He'll get back to Daryl Hodge. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Moving outside the pocket. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Titans have got it. Oh, big hole left side. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. The Falcons offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14, and they'll begin first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot. Falcons offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's to Mooney, complete right side. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up second and 5.
He'll drop the throw. That's caught. It's high. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and inches. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Would have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. Go! They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he is going to have that Falcons first down by a couple of yards. Able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
First down.
Back to throw. Over the middle. Catch made by Mooney. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another Falcons.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Gets this one complete to Hodge. And we'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Out to his right. He's going to run it. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Great.
This franchise.
first play from the 25, and they'll throw. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught left side by Pitts. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. And Greg, after this one, it counts for real. Final preseason game. So what's the feeling like around the team in the locker room when you get to this point, the end of the preseason?
I think the biggest emotion is probably relief. I think especially for some of the older guys, Mike, it's did you get through healthy? Is your body right? And are you mentally ready for what's going to be a very long, turbulent, up and down? There's going to be a lot of good moments. There's going to be some bad moments. Are you physically and mentally ready for what an NFL season is going to be like? And I think that's what every guy in that locker room is asking themselves, taking inventory of their own checklist. So get through training camp, get through the dog days of camp, and get into a routine, get into the regular season practice schedule, and inevitably get to what matters the most, which is the games.
To the right, that's Pitts. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. He's got this, but he's on Robinson. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Falcons.
One late over the middle and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that 1st quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Charlie Werner, the tight end. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Now off the bootleg. He'll look to throw here. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looks like he might have gotten there early. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Open man downfield, that's London. Look at him go. He's still on his feet. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards. Touchdown. Falcons offense ready to get back at it. We'll see how they want to attack things here. Backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd down, 3 to go. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of Nas.
And the Falcons, first down.
They'll look to throw again. He gets it complete. That's high. And they will get him down at the 35-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 42 yards.
On the play.
From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. That one taken in by London. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. On the move left. He runs with it. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown to the sideline. They'll come up here on second down and 5. They'll look to throw. And he's in! Touchdown Atlanta. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Falcons offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. Here's a second and 9. He'll keep it on the ground here again. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. So, and apparently... Shot! Ready? From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he's going to get all the way down to the Vikings' 34-yard line.
It's a
First and 10.
8 yards. That's another Falcons first down.
The catch is made. It's Agnew. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 2.
27-yard line.
Out wide, that's Robinson. And we'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
A gain of 6. And the Falcons first down.
Forced out wide. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
First down. First and goal.
They'll run with Robinson. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plays, but a real solid gain on first and goal.
Brings up
Second and goal. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Charlie Werner. Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. So, Greg, let's pull back big picture and talk NFC South for a second, a division that you know so well. We've got teams that have been to the Super Bowl in the last 15 or so years out of this division, yet people overlook it at times, and maybe they've overlooked how good Tampa's been the last 4 years, too.
Well, it's funny, Mike. You think it wasn't very long ago that the NFC South was the toughest division in football. I mean, you mentioned Super Bowl teams. Tampa Bay won one recently with Brady. And then Atlanta, they make a Super Bowl with Matt Ryan. And New Orleans, obviously the success they had with Drew Brees. And Carolina, we played in a Super Bowl. I mean, this was a division you didn't want to play. Now, they've all fallen on their resets, new coaches.
He gets free. And he will take this one in. 76 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only...
The Falcons offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line for a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on fourth down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference about my kick to touchback, they got the ball at the 20. It wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals because
it is brought in the end zone. Drake London, touchdown Atlanta. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Falcons offense headed back to take over once more. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release, the draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out of your mind. Interested to see how they fit in the league as this season gets going.
obviously so much attention around the quarterback position. Cam Ward goes number 1, and then obviously the Shador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit, I think you look at Ashton Jensen. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now with the Raiders. Pete Carroll. It kind of has the feel of, is he his Marshawn Lynch? Is he the bell cow back, under center, Geno Smith, play action, set up that run game, play good defense? This feels like the early path Pete Carroll took when he took over in Seattle and turned them into a Super Bowl champion. So I'm not saying Genty's Marshawn Lynch, but he certainly feels like that's the fit the Raiders were going for when they took him with their first-round pick.
Hey, let me ask you about Travis Hunter. Of course, a Heisman winner, Colorado, great play, both sides of the ball as a receiver and a corner. You know, Greg, it's hard to come in this league and play well on one side of the ball. Is it realistic to think you may see him on both offense and defense?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, and I think to start, you have to say, okay, let's hang our hat on something. And I think when you look at the league, where is it harder to find impactful players? I believe it's harder to find impactful defensive backs. I think it's a harder position. I think the league favors the offense and the rules and the play style. So if I'm Jacksonville, I'm making Travis Hunter a defensive back on day 1, and then I'm going to package my offensive plays around his skill set to take advantage of him as a wide receiver. And then as time goes on, it'll eventually unfold where he'll be able to have a role on both sides of the ball more consistently. But if I was in Jacksonville, that's what I would do. But I think it's going to be very interesting to see how fast and how big of a role on both sides they give Hunter early in his rookie year.
Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll be 4th and goal coming up. Now he'll work his way out right. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. And they have definitely righted some wrongs after the loss of the opener. They have the lead here, and they start this possession 1st and 10. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
Throwing now from the gun. He's got it inside the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
and the Falcons.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, and I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every...
And he barrels his way into the end zone.
Touchdown.
Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Falcons offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And they look to finish it off here in the 4th. This might just wash away what was a subpar performance a week ago. A give, and here comes Robinson. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
They'll go again with Robinson. And much more room to run on this one. Pickup of 8, and that'll bring up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That's to Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And here's Bijan. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
Another run here for Robinson. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage, but he's not gaining any either. It's 3rd down. On the give, it's Robinson. This will not... So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory.
Ready? Now ready. Boom. Set. Get up. Go. Hut. Ready. Set. Set. Go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready. Let's go. 60 Bison. Hut, hut. Set. Ready, ready. Come on, come on. Set. Go.
From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. Right side, that's made by McLeod. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
That's another.
He'll look to throw. Pushed out to his left. He keeps it himself. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Short throw taken by Pitts. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. So, from 37, here's 2nd down and 6.
The Niners' 37-yard line.
That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
16 yards. And the Falcons, 1st down.
Now they'll set up to throw. Forced to his right. That is brought in at the 10. And they continue to churn out 1st down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal. He's Game on. Darnell Mooney. Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning as they line up for 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a 1st down. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, a loose football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. They'll throw out of the gun. That is downfield to the tight end, Pitts. And he's taken down up past the 35. Here's 1st down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. That's to Mooney, complete right side. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
1st down.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Rolling right. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Heaven, give it. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs. first play from the 25, and they'll throw. That's the tight end. Hits. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
It's a pickup of 40.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Robinson. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. What will they do on this play? 3rd down, needing 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, I like the idea of airing it out there on 3rd down. You're trying to move this ball even into closer, more manageable field goal distance, but